So I wanted to come on today and talk about 3 different ways that you can boost your confidence as an online coach. So the first one, and you could be an entrepreneur as well. So the first one is to recognize the fears. So we all have fears, we all have doubts. There's a lot of things going on. If you're a new coach, especially, there's so much it can feel really overwhelming. And we have to recognize when the fears and the doubts come up, but also recognize that fear means that you're about to do something new. And it's something to celebrate. It's not something to pull back from. I know a lot of times we're just like, holy crap, I can't believe I have to do this thing. And we procrastinate and we wait until it's perfect, or we, whatever reason we come up with, we tell ourselves that we don't have to do that thing yet. And we're basically just stalling because we don't want to do that thing. We don't want to go there where it's a little bit scary. Maybe you have to go live. I know I talk about this because it took me months to go live. I took forever to push that live button. And then when I finally did, it lasted all of maybe 5 seconds because I was like, close to the vision that I had for the successes that I wanted to have because of the fear. And we have doubt. A lot of doubts that come up. We're not really sure if people are going to want to hear from us. We're not really sure if we're going to be able to make it, be able to ask for the price that we want to ask for. There's all these doubts and all these fears. When you're feeling the fear, recognize that this is something to be celebrating. A lot of times we're like, oh crap, and we hold ourselves back and we don't want to do that thing because it's a scary thing. Really, it's something to celebrate. Yes, we're going to go do that thing. And it's important to recognize the fear, but change the way you feel about it. Get excited about it because, now you're about to do something new, something exciting. It's going to get you closer to the end goal, to that overall vision for your business. So it's something to celebrate. So recognize when the fears come up and then turn things around about the way you feel about that fear. So that's my first one, recognize the fear. 2, I want you to stop comparing yourself to other people. You may be in your first year, in your second year, in your 5th year, but you're looking at other people and you're like, oh wow, I can't believe they're hitting these numbers at the end of the month, that their sales are off the wall, their following is humongous, and we compare ourselves to others. And when we do that, we're not really giving ourselves a fair chance. They've been at it for so much longer. We don't know how long they've been at it. Maybe we do know how long we've been at it. So when we're comparing ourselves to them, we're not really giving ourselves a fair chance to get to where we want to go. We start doubting ourselves and we start feeling bad about who we are and where we're at. Whereas instead, we have to recognize that that's their story, that's their journey. They may to be comparing ourselves, and recognize where we're at and be okay with it and become the best you possible. Don't compare yourselves to others. The only one that you should be comparing yourselves to is who you were yesterday. And the third one is to recognize your inner critic, that little voice that's going on inside our head that's telling us all the reasons that we can't and shouldn't and haven't, and all the reasons that it failed last time. 95% of our thinking comes from our subconscious mind, which is why I talk about it so often, because this is my jam. You have to get really good at reprogramming your inner chatter, your negative lost track, your negative thoughts and beliefs that are holding you back. Retrain your subconscious mind. 95% of our thoughts do come from our subconscious mind, and 90% of them are negative. So it's really important to, do all that we can, use all the tools that we can possibly to turn things around, to make ourselves think more positive and have more encouraging thoughts and be more supportive in what we want to do and how we want to feel about our future. And stay focused on that. When we're focused on the future and we have these goals and we have this vision, that keeps us looking forward. And when we're thinking about the fears and the doubts, that's keeping us looking backwards. So get really good at recognizing those moments when they come up. And your inner critic like I said, it's pretty powerful. It's coming from your subconscious mind, which is 95% of your thinking. And 5% of your thinking is your conscious thoughts. So you may set out to achieve goals, and you may be doing it for a little while. Your conscious mind, which is 5% thinking. So when I talk about the importance of reprogramming and retraining your subconscious mind, it's for the best. You have to go into your business with the right mindset. Some of you may be starting off and you're doing, you're struggling, you don't not sure if you're worthy, you have all these doubts. Others in this group may be well into their business, you're starting to see results, you're starting to have, sales, they might not be consistent. And others may be in their business and it's going pretty well. But even at that level, we still have fear, we still have doubt, we still compare, we still have this inner critic that's coming out and telling us all the reasons why we're not worthy of that next level. So it doesn't matter where you are in the scale of things, it's so important to recognize when the fears and the doubts come up and question yourself why they're coming up and why you're holding on to them, even more importantly, if they're not getting you to where you want to get. So those are my 3 tips. Recognize the fear and the doubts, stop comparing yourselves to others, and get really good at turning your inner critic around. Let me know if this has been helpful to you. Let me know what resonates with you. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I will catch up with you guys all later.